Hello YouTubers, welcome to another video. This is 2008 Saturn Vue, and if you remember from the previous video where we worked on the E37 PCM, we wrote this particular VIN on this sticker into that PCM because the original one or the original ECM was not clonable. There was no communication, so we couldn't transfer any of the data into the donor PCM. And since we've written the VIN into the donor PCM and it has been installed on the vehicle, we are going to program it so that it to be able to work with the vehicle. So at this moment, we are using the TechLine Connect. That's the GM ACDelco software to program the PCM. And with this approach, we are going to program the ECM as if it is new. So we've launched the TechLine Connect, waiting for it to load. And once that is done, we will then proceed with the programming. So along the way, I will definitely explain why we are programming it as if it is a new ECM. So once this has loaded, we hit on connect vehicle. So far nothing is not connecting, so you can see it in the background. There's something there, but let's just go ahead and put the VIN number of the vehicle. So I'm just making sure that the numbers on the sticker matches what I'm putting it in, and it's not able to populate, but we'll go ahead and click on select, and here is the vehicle information, 2008 Vue, and we proceed. It's telling us we're using the CARDAC plus 3. So we go to the SPS2, click on it, wait for it to load, and this one too, you need to have a subscription, and it will definitely be verifying. So what we're doing is we replace and reprogram. We click on next, and it has populated the models that are on the vehicle. So we will be programming the ECM TCM, which is the second option, or probably the second option. Then we click on next, and since we already have a subscription, we can hit on proceed, and it will take one of the VIN slots. Okay, verify the VCI one more time, which is a CARDAC plus 3. Okay, then so this programming involve programming both the ECM and then the TCM. So since we're doing this as fresh, we have to make sure all the calibrations are selected. Currently I'm looking at the index, and when we're selecting the index, we're looking for the calibration that has the highest number. But before we proceed, let's scroll down the calibrations to see what is unchecked. So we have the engine operation, so we also add that. And what we'll do when we compare the two numbers, we have, I believe it's 12647, then the bottom one is 1262. So if we're going to select the calibration, I'll definitely be selecting the second, the first one. But if we look through, we can just compare what we see per each. It looks like they're almost the same, but I'll stick with the first option. Okay, so I will then proceed by clicking on next, and we can start the programming. So I'm more like concentrated on the ECM part, but I guess the software would probably install the default calibration for the TCM. So at this moment, it has downloaded the calibration files from the server for both the ECM and the TCM. And the next thing will be that's pushing or installing the calibration into the control model. So I'll speed up the process. And that also reminds me, so the reason why we chose to program this as a new ECM is that since we didn't have the flash of the previous or the original PCM to transfer into this one, this donor had or is coming from a Malibu. So this is a Vue and a Malibu. They are two different vehicles. So when we were about to hit on the next to start the programming, it shows the categories as unrecognized calibrations. So this way it is able to now put in the exact calibration that is meant for the vehicle into this PCM. So it has finished the portion of the ECM, and then now it's working its way for the TCM. So we are almost done, and I've heard the key cycle. So that is everything here shows that it has passed. So we are pretty good. And when we click on OK, it allows us to see the confirmation for this programming that we've done. And what is left to do is that is vehicle theft deterrent. And also, since we're doing it as programming of a new PCM, we have to also do the crank angle relay. So that way, at least we'll know that our programming is successful. So when I hit on next, we can see the list of the models one more time. And we're looking for the vehicle theft deterrent. So probably have to scroll this down, and then we'll get to see it among the list of options or list of controllers in this application. So here we go. We have the VTD down here. So I'll be doing that on the background here, and then I'll also be doing the calibrations. Let me see the relearn. So thank you for watching, and I hope this video will be helpful to somebody else. Have a wonderful day. I will also recommend you watch to the end, showing the portion where I've started the vehicle and it's running, and I also successfully completed the relearn process.